I invested in Kenjo just really because I believe in supporting founders, right? And the founder and CEO of Kenjo I know for a very long time, and I respect very much. So first and foremost, I invested into the founder and CEO, David, right? Because really, there are so many challenges on the journey of building a successful business that it's not about the idea. It's not really about the timing. It's not really about the setup. It's really about the founder, the CEO, and his resilience, knowing that this person will not give up, that this person will be able to pivot. That this person will be able to adjust to change circumstances. And that's really what I look in my investments for when it's so early stage, right? So it's really foremost David that I invested in. But then of course, it's also around this grand idea that we are tackling with this business. So essentially, if we look at digitalization, every single industry in the next 10 to 15 years will be even more drastically impacted by the rise of IoT data and everything changing much faster than in the past and than in the last 20 years, right? So the way I look at my investments is really what are the areas in which you can build really, really big businesses that really change the lives of billions of people. So I said every area of life will change. So why not focus on the largest areas of life? So saying, for example, from your employer, you get 100 euros or dollars. Where do you spend this money, right? So 50 of that go to the state, 17 of that you spend on living, 12 you spend on mobility, 7 you spend on food, 5 on insurance, 4 on healthcare, 2 on services, and 2 on entertainment, right? And that's why in my personal investment strategy, Kenjo plays such an important role. It's right there at the 100 euros, right? So how do the organizations of tomorrow look like? And especially through COVID, we're realizing that organizations will have to adapt and change much faster than we anticipated prior to COVID. Organizations have to be much more decentralized. They have to enable people from all around the world to work together collectively on a purpose. They have to enable creation of culture without personal contact. There are so many challenges for the organization of tomorrow that I believe Kenjo, with the founder David Padilla and the business and area that they're tackling is very promising. The way that Kenjo helps HR professionals inside their organizations is essentially make everyone understand within the organization that the people are the most important asset of the organization. So there is HR of the past and there's HR of the future. And HR of the past is really just around all of this boring stuff. Administration, payroll, offboarding, all of that administrative stuff. But essentially HR of the future is, and that's a tectonic change, it's all around the people. It is about enabling the people to professionally unfold their entire potential, right? And this means that HR professionals need to be at the table where decisions are made. And they don't only need to be there to listen in. They need to take an active role and represent and fight for the will of the people inside of the organization. And they don't only just define the HR strategy. What they actually do is they define the strategy of the entire organization. And because Kenjo at its core has this philosophy, Kenjo will help HR organizations within their organizations to place the priorities on the right thing, the people. So HR professionals can take advantage of technology to succeed in their roles, to spend less time on unimportant stuff and more time on important stuff. So more time is face time with individuals. More time means discussing with individuals how they want to develop. More time is supporting the direct managers on making clear to them how important culture is. More time is improving the culture of the organization. So it's really about eliminating all of the hygiene stuff, right? That was everything that HR used to be, right? Eliminating all of that, allow technology to take care of that, and really focus on spending quality time with quality content to really shape the culture of the organization. It is very important that we understand that technology will never replace HR. Technology will significantly change the role of HR. It will eliminate all of the stuff that technology can do better than humans. It will focus the work of HR professionals on everything that people are much better than technology, which is understanding your growth journey and helping you unleash your potential by removing blockages from your growth journey and building a heart-to-heart connection. And this is what's really important. So the role of the HR manager through technology will change. We need people that love people, not people that love Excel sheets. Okay, so Kenjo in 3 years. Essentially, of course, first we need to focus on really nailing what HR is doing really well in terms of admin, right? That's kind of the foundation. But what we really have to focus on is essentially then focus on enhancing what HR is all about, which is growth of people, right? And this is really where Kenjo will be in 3 years, right? It will allow HR professionals and companies with technology to much better understand what the employee's skill set is, what is the right position for the employee, and what is the right growth journey for the employee inside of the company. Also, it will be allowing organizations to run much more decentralized than they run today, right? We no longer have a war for talent in a region. Corona has shown that people from all around the world can work together despite their location. So what we're really looking for is now a war for talent in the world on a global scale. And Kenjo will support in winning the best talent from all around the world. Also, Kenjo will support in decentralized value creation, right? So how can people from all around the world work on the same company, fulfill the same purpose in a very efficient way while still creating a culture? So in this whole transformation of how organizations of a pre-corona time and a post-corona time will operate and be successful, Kenjo at this point in 3 years will already be the player that the whole world will look at and be inspired by, because they will be the pioneer of creating this new world.